Welcome to the house that Satanism built. I'm Rebecca Lieb.
I'm Jason Horton.
And this is Ghost Town.
This one's going to be fun, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. I knew you were going to like this one.
I do. I feel like this is kind of where our specific interests, maybe the Venn diagram of our interests, like really intersect.
Yeah. And I kind of came to the conclusion that this might be a good episode based on a while ago posting an Instagram post of the Black House.
You don't use Instagram.
It was on the Ghost Town podcast. Early on in the Ghost Town podcast,
yeah.
I played the picture of the Black House, and people were giving it likes.
They were giving it likes? They were approving of it?
Yeah, they were approving of it. They
Who
validated
are these people? How? Where did they come from? Make yourselves known.
Yeah. They did. You can click on their thing to find out who they are. It's not...
Relax, Instagram pro. Yeah. I don't know your ways. I just stumble around my existence hoping to get some money or a cookie.
So I was like, okay, so that might mean that people might like this. So I kind of... I put a pin in it as
you put it in your little pocket.
I put a little pocket, put a pin in it. Don't know what any of those things mean.
Pin in a pocket.
Pin in a pocket. We just got over talking about how we hate the word hive mind.
Oh my God.
We spent a lot of time.
Hi, hive mind.
Yeah.
Hi, hive mind.
Hive mind, check it. So
hive mind. I'm having a problem with my cars.
Now, if you're somebody that says hive mind, still keep listening.
Do not unsubscribe.
Do not unsubscribe because we're gonna get you later. We're gonna hook you up later. Not this episode, but
not the long game. But you're gonna like something we say at some point later.
It's a slow burn.
You gotta keep loyal, please.
Yes, please keep loyal.
Oh God, please keep loyal. Is that our catchphrase?
It's so catchy too. Please keep loyal. That's a battle cry. That wins wars.
I already made 14 buttons, yes. So who wants one?
Yeah, and nobody.
Hive mind, who wants a button?
But this is, I think, when I was young, and I've talked about this in previous episodes, like seeing like a pentagram on Motley Crue's Shout at the Devil at 11. I was like, there's something about this that I'm really drawn to.
It's so cool.
It's cool. I don't know what to
cool. Well, I don't even think I loved punk and post-punk and metal before I even knew the music. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, the imagery,
I want to do that.
Worked.
Yeah, I did, and even like the tarot too, because that's the reverse pentacle is the satanic symbol, but when you just have the upright pentacle, it's like that's still pretty cool.
Yeah,
like all of the symbiology is very interesting.
For me, religion. Even though I don't subscribe to any religion, but I find religion in general very interesting. And I guess this isn't a disclaimer, and I don't know why I feel like I need to make it. I'm just going to do it anyway. I am not a Satanist. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't subscribe to any religion. Am I infatuated with it? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I remember like living in San Diego, and which is a little more conservative, and being in the bookstore. Remember those? No, me neither. I just reminded myself that I went to one once. But I would read like the books on Satanism.
Yeah, they were so cool, and all of the art surrounding heaven, hell, mythology. Like beasts of the Bible,
woman, or whatever. All those things is and
so
a lot of
cool.
I think a lot of religious history and is really really interesting.
Yeah,
and so I don't subscribe to Satanism. This is coming from a really respectable place, which I would do for all whether I agree or disagree with like separate things. I mean, there's things about Satanism I'm like, I can get down with this, to be totally honest, because it's very kind of, I think the reason is there's a lot of things that people assume it's this when it's really not.
It's not. And I also agree with that. I went to when I lived in Chicago, I went to a talk on Satanism, which they said it was donation only, and then they made me pay $25, which was...
Not $666?
No.
It should be $6.66.
That's more on my price point. Yeah. But I was like pissed about it, but it was also like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like all of the alchemy. And I mean, from what I know too, because I am also not a Satanist or a witch, although I do buy a lot of candles.
Yeah.
That it's like exalting the humanness, like the earthly kind of a thing. As above, so below, but definitely below,
And I think we're gonna talk about a time in the mid to late 60s to early 70s mostly, which is it's a relatively modern time, and like especially pop culturally, it was very relevant. And it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's just so
great.
cool.
Well, it's just such a reaction to like post-war, like buttoned up kind of conservatism, the free love, like freedom of religion, feeling different cultures are able to influence and be influenced. Yeah. I think it is very cool.
Yeah. So, and the fact that it's we'll get into it, but the fact that it's a pitch black house doesn't hurt. So
it don't hurt.
It don't hurt.
It's not
Is that
lavender, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't hurt, and we don't please stay loyal or
please be loyal. We forgot it already.
That's how uncatchy it was.
I'll play back. I'll listen to it and then I'll remember it and then I'll forget it again. Yeah. So don't worry.
You know what I'm going to remember?
What?
We have a brand new patron on our Patreon
that
donated at the $25 level.
He is a mayor of Ghost Town.
Yeah.
And will forever be, as long as that money keeps coming in.
He holds public office.
He's a hero.
Andrew Benese?
Andrew Benese. I'm sorry if we get your name wrong.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate
it.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't really care about getting my. He doesn't
give a shit about like the fucking constructs or like
we do
promoting. Yeah.
We love it.
He doesn't, you know what? He's just there to like pure love, baby.
Supportive. Yeah. But Andrew Benese, take it easy.
Sleazy Benese.
Yeah, get sleazy Benese.
Donating ain't easy. Or is it on our Patreon? It is easy. It is button. Easy.
We are not only at the $25 level. There's only 3 tiers. Tier number 1, you're keeping the lights on.
It's chill.
Thank you.
$1, supporting the arts.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. $2, hold on.
Whoa.
You get 2 bonus episodes per month.
I'm going to look again at your name.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who's this person? What's their story?
Yeah. Well, you're going to find out.
But 3?
Yeah. No, I think it goes 1, 2, and
1, 2, 25.
25.
Oh yeah,
I'm
third
one.
Third tier.
Third tier. Yeah. I think for $3. Are you doing side deals on there? For $3, I'll wash your car.
I will. Yeah. I will.
This isn't a TaskRabbit.
Yeah.
You understand? It's a Patreon.
I do what I can. Okay.
So for $2, you get access to the Patreon wall, and you get 2 episodes a month. 2 bonus.
2 bonus episodes.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It's pretty cool.
Access to exclusive giveaways. All kinds of things we don't even know. We've got a lot of good stuff in the docket.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna see.
We have some stuff coming up that is gonna be pretty exciting, I think.
Yeah.
We're just not ready to talk about it yet.
Please, God, trust us.
Yeah. Just trust us. Just stick around. If you so it's Ghost Town. It's patreon.com/ghosttownpod and Ghost Town Pod on Instagram.
Easy.
If you want to message us, if you want us
to
read,
like Benese.
Yeah, Benese.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Benicius.
He is canceling this as soon as Andrew hears this. He is canceling it as we speak. No, stick around,
please.
And if you want to message us, ghosttownpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Go to Ghost Town Pod on Instagram.
And if you message us or leave a review, I don't care if it's a bad review. You can hate my voice and my dating life. I don't care. You will be entered to win a mystery box filled with shit that I like.
Yeah.
And I have good taste.
Yeah.
So you enter to win. You can any opinion you want. You can send us an email filled with emojis or something. It doesn't matter. You will be entered to win a mystery box. We have 30 of them.
Send us a better podcast.
Show us better looking pictures of ourselves, Photoshop. Show us any way we can fail in life.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Could improve.
Send me an invoice for something. I don't care. A medical bill.
Yeah, bill me.
Why not?
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
We just want to communicate, and we read it on here if you would like us to.
Yeah.
And Rebecca
cool.
was just on the radio today.
Yeah, I was just on KCRW. If you aren't completely annoyed by my voice via this podcast, I often write pieces for different outlets, and
you did one on
prescription meal kits. No, subscription meal kits that I took. It took me like a very long time to do. I actually wrote it back in July and August, where I essentially just weighed the waste that each meal kit made. So it's pretty part and parcel of what we do here at Ghost Town.
Yeah.
But it was really fun talking about it. Subscription meal kits are kind of a racket, in my opinion. And yeah, it was really fun. And we plugged the podcast because you guys own me.
Yeah.
You guys own me. and it was fun.
There's a lot of because it's mostly for the Southern California area, right?
But it will be online. We'll put it up.
Yeah, we'll be online. We'll check it out. But don't let all these
I'm not
elitist Southern California people get. You can get in on it too.
Why not?
Check us out.
Listen, I know I'm very authoritative and informed on this podcast when I talk about a place, but different angle. Why not?
I actually wrote I'm working on a quick article for my friend of mine's music site. And
what's the site?
It's called noecho.net. And he's been on Friends Without Benefits, which you've been on.
Yeah.
Check out. But I am picking 5 albums that I think help represent what I think Ghost Town to me in my head sounds like.
Oh my God, what is it going to be?
And kind of how I got there. You have to wait and find out. I just submitted.
But I want to know now.
I know you do. Well, I'll tell.
Give me one album.
Well, I just mentioned Motley Crue, Shout Out the Devil.
Okay.
That's the first one. Yes. Because that's kind of the one that the kind of the look and the feel. I was like, I want to gravitate to something a little darker.
Yeah.
And kind of explore that. So that was what started off. The rest.
Yeah. Ooh, I love it. I also feel like I grew up in a suburb, a very whitewashed, affluent suburb, and so kind of. I was interested in the symbols around Satanism and the occult because it was a reaction to that too. I don't know if you felt that way.
Yeah.
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 Okay. No more thoughts. That's fair.
No. That's I listen. I'm also I think a little bit under the spell of a man called Anton Lavey.
Ding ding ding.
He's got me hooked, man.
Yeah.
I was doing
kissing his feet.
I was doing so much research, and also I contacted the Church of Satan.
Whoa!
Via
email,
via email.
Okay,
and they responded.
And you're like, "Hey,
hey, you up?
Love.
I mean,
Jason.
you down or devil?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm trying to be funny. They're like,
I'm stepping on my words. I'm so nervous.
Yeah, but I typed
They're like,
it all
you
out.
can type it. They're like, you can erase shit.
No.
The Church of Satan's like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah. So we'll stick around. You'll hear a little bit about that email and how the Church of Satan and where I grew up cross paths. I know.
Damn.
I'm going to say that I sense possibly an invite for us to go. I'm
oh my God.
Sensing
I would lose it.
I'm sensing it.
I'm already thinking about outfits that I can wear to the Church of Satan.
Yeah.
Like there's some cute ones, like do I wear something short and like
you wear your Sunday worst. Do you like how I did that?
So Forever 21?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, but
Peter Pan collar,
like off the rack, like ready. It's like on the floor, ready. It's like get this out of here.
It's crumpled up because they kind of swept it aside. And like a 13-year-old was like, not good enough for me.
Do you remember we were going to start an improv group called Forever 36?
Yeah, I remember that. I still like that.
That's
name.
the best. That's like the best name that never.
I feel like there's a podcast.
But now it's too.
Forever.
Now it has to be updated. To make it more ironic.
Yeah, I know. And now we're a little too close.
When you said Forever 36, you're like, oh God, 36.
I know. Well, at that point, I think it was probably in my 20s.
Yeah.
And so it was like, what? Gross.
I think Forever 53. I don't know what's like,
Forever. Yeah. There's a podcast called Forever 35.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's got to be. It's a very funny thing.
It is a very funny thing. All right.
Well, let's turn our attention to
the dark.
Arts. Yeah. It's a lot of this, like some other episodes to me, are very visually compelling, more than actually the information. And there's just so many great. The pictures are made to intrigue you. There's no boring pictures.
Yeah,
they're all cool.
Yeah,
they're
weird.
all
fucking great. Everything is like out of a Jodorowsky film, where it's like, what is all this shit? Like these black flowers? Do you dye the flowers black? Do they come black? I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah.
Candles burn, like they wax and like
it's just a lot. It's a lot of masks and
I can't. Yeah, I fucking love it.
There's some nudie people.
Of course, they're a little sexy.
Yeah, sexy nudie people. You know what I mean?
Satanists have more fun.
Yeah, they have way more fun.
Yeah,
than
anyone.
Anyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Anton Lavey seems like he had a bunch of fun.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He founded the Church of Satan, and the house was at 6114 California Street. The address has changed. The address changed.
66. Like,
I'm going to get into. I'm going to get into. There is going to be a reference to the numbers on the house in 666.
Love it. I'll wait for it.
That's gonna. It's coming your way. It served as the headquarters for the Church of Satan from 1966 until LaVey's death in 1997. During that time, LaVey not only lived in the house, which was painted entirely in black. Imagine going to like, you're just like, hey,
Sherwin
can
Williams?
yeah, he's like, yeah, what color you want? Black. How many cans you want? 666 of them.
But then he's also like, do you want like a midnight black,
Yeah.
or do you want more of a Raven's black?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, I'm gonna test them. You test them, take some paint chips home, and bring them back, and like
just
tell
putting
them
them against the wall and like swatches.
like a dark eggshell black.
It's painted black. He conducted ceremonies such as the satanic baptism of his daughter and lectures on the occult. We're going to get into the baptism of his 3-year-old daughter.
Love it.
I had to. I mean, okay. I was. If I thought I could use the audio, I would. But I don't. I don't want to take a chance. And also, it's like if it's the Church of Satan's property, I want to be respectful of their information, and I just want to be completely respectful.
It's just so fucking cool.
It is so cool.
I can't get over it.
It's just, you know what it is? It's a leather jacket leading up against a brick wall smoking a cigarette.
Right?
You know what I mean?
But like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's not even, it's everything. Yeah, you are the leather jacket. You're not wearing a leather jacket, you fucking are the jacket.
Yeah, it's like the leather jacket wears you. What?
What?
Let's see. Let's go back. And from this is something I'm just inserting in here. And I was just looking at their Twitter because I was first going to contact them on Twitter. They have a Twitter. Yeah, they follow nobody.
Yeah, fuck.
Don't need to.
Of course they do. Of course. How many followers do they have?
Like 200,000.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess it's probably Church of Satan. You can find it.
The Church of Satan is just like the coolest kid who like doesn't give a fuck. Was a transfer student who's probably like 48, and you're like, oh, I love you. Please take me to prom. And he's like, what's prom? And you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. No constructs. No constructs. But I think they kind of reference it that the word like church, Church of Satan and Satanism really didn't come till Anton Lavey kind of made that, because people were referencing. I think it was the Church of Atheism was so there was kind of like this back and forth, which I consider myself an atheist. However, I'm a pretty chill dude about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not looking to, you know what I mean? Like,
you're not like hosting orgies for atheism.
No, I'm not hosting them.
No, you're making tea.
I'm RSVPing and I'm not showing up. I'm putting interested on Facebook.
Culver City, and I can't get to Culver City right now.
No,
I have to like stop by. I gotta get groceries.
Is it public parking or is it a meter? I don't have time.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it. Even for an orgy.
Who's gonna be at
People would pass on me. They'd be like, so why? You're like a last resort, and there's always more women here than men anyway. And I'm like, sweet buffet.
I've never been to an orgy.
No, neither have I.
We should. Does the Church of Satan have that? Us going to an orgy would be the least sexy. Like, we'd be like, hi.
Yeah. It's like,
I brought some cheese and some pizza bagels.
Yeah.
Who was hungry?
Do you have jalapeno poppers?
That's right. Do you guys have a comforter? I'm very cold.
Yeah. Can we do all the banging near the buffet table, or is
exactly.
it like out of the way?
Can I wash my hands quickly? Where's the bathroom? I can't find the bathroom. This door is not the bathroom.
Yeah, well, you're in the bathroom. So in 1967, a little more than a year after the Church of Satan was founded, the Black House was the site of one of his more notorious events. The satanic wedding of journalist John Raymond and socialite Judith Case, with LaVey presiding over the ceremony. The event was a media sensation. So many reporters present, the police had to quarantine off the neighborhood, and public ceremonies were performed at the house until 1972.
Damn.
I was reading one article. There was, I think it's for this might come up later, but I think for the baptism, they made everything. It wasn't like don't come here. It was like check
Everyone.
it out. Remember you referenced in the Roosevelt Hotel about the seance for Houdini's wife did a seance.
Was that the Knickerbocker?
Knickerbocker.
Yeah.
This is a previous episode you might want to check out.
Yeah, why not?
But that was a public
event. Yeah,
it wasn't
like a
gathering. It wasn't like, hey, please
Exclusive.
leave us alone. It was like, no, come here. And I believe that like reporters would show up 15 hours before the event to make sure they had a place because it was so sensational. I
need to know more. Like I have this idea of Satanism, but the practicing church.
There's so much. For Ghost Town, it's really the place, right?
Do you think they'd give us a tour?
I think they would.
Because I did Scientology.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it.
Okay.
There's a lot, and you can go off and the tenets of Satanism and the books and the rituals, which is I'm kind of just what kind of happened in and around that house.
Yeah. Do you think they'd make me get a tattoo? Like that'd be so bad.
They're like, are you making me get a tattoo? It's like, why are you bringing that up? It's like, fine, I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Okay. God.
Right on my forehead.
Satan.
bigger.
More flames.
I mean, if you had a pentagram on your forehead, for real talk, what opportunities do you think you would actually miss out on? None, right?
None. I would be here with you in my apartment with my cat over there.
Yeah.
But there is a woman that works at my local Lassens who has a moon right here.
Oh, okay.
God, she looks so badass.
Yeah.
She's got a shaved head. It's like, but I can't pull that off too. I'm just like a doughy Jew. Like what my parents, first of all, would murder me.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
As they should.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
But then they'd be like, what? After I was killed. They'd be like, what happened to her?
Yeah. Then they could be on the. I mean, I salute the podcast because, you know.
No.
And I would interview them about it, and we'd be having that conversation.
My dad would just be doing corrections on everything I've mentioned about him.
Lavey lost ownership of the house in 1991.
Why?
He was, I think, Diane Hegarty, which I think was his, I don't know, wife or girlfriend. I'm not really sure how they, what it was. There was some kind of split, but he was allowed to continue living at the residence until his death in 1997. So he was there. He stuck it out.
But he did. Who owned it then?
I believe there was, following Lavey's death, members of the Church of Satan tried to raise enough funds to buy back the property. Were unsuccessful.
Like a GoFundMe, like a hive mind?
Yeah, they're like, hey, hive mind. And the structure was demolished in October 2001.
Damn.
The house is no longer there.
Damn.
House is no longer there. But there's more. So that's just kind of like...
Back context.
There's context for like, in general, the house.
Yeah.
But we can go a little bit deeper. Though the building is sometimes referred to as a mansion, photographs of the building taken just before its destruction, so it was moderately sized. And you can see, we'll have pictures. There's a picture earlier in the Ghost Town Pod Instagram. But it is like this black, I mean, San Francisco is a pretty like eclectic place, like funky. I mean, this is like, oh, you want the opposite. This is like, it's so, it's like void of color, right?
Yeah.
Isn't black like the absence of color? So
I also love how like every neighborhood has like, oh, the weird witch's house.
Yeah.
It's like, this is fucking San Francisco. And they're like, what the shit is this?
It's like a black
Who's
orb in there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I wish it was. Unfortunately, it's not. There's like plenty of pictures. Right now, it looks like kind of like a modern-y kind of duplex. So it's just for if you're interested in size, Republic Records, it was listed as 2,205 square feet, and it was built in the year 1905. It's no longer there, but that house was from 1905. Now, the address, like I said, was 6114 California Street. They changed the address. The new structure is 6118 to 6112, and there's it's three. It's like would be 6118. 6120, 6122. People keep stealing the 666 from it. There you go. So that's your thing. So those keep getting removed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now it's just 3 lots essentially.
It's kind of like it's like a modern-y kind of funky.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
pictures
of that aren't
like
that
before
interesting.
and after.
Yeah,
because that
and during. I wish we had it. There's some during there.
Ooh, yeah.
So also Lavey was. I mean, imagine being this guy's neighbor. I mean,
my god, that'd be fucking. I would lose it.
Yeah, but if you were like,
if you were like an older guy in finance,
or an uptight. Who was if you were into
Christian.
Who was like a Republican? McGovern was he a politician? Was he? That I'm not really great with.
I don't know.
I don't know if he was like, but imagine being like a Republican. You know what I mean? If you were holding on to Nixon.
Yeah, like what was this neighborhood like? I assume like San Francisco.
Yeah, it was like a pretty like kind of like just like a funk. Just looking at pictures, like a relatively residential neighborhood that he's just like boom.
He's like, here's Satan.
It almost to me looks like a big birdhouse that's just painted black, which is so cool to me.
Oh my god!
But he was also well known by neighbors for his pet lion that he kept in a cage in the house.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What? Okay. Questions, but you probably have answers, so I'm gonna let you go.
Well, you're gonna have more questions.
Great.
He would drive around in a station wagon with the lion
Oh my god, Steve!
in the back of the car. This is until the neighborhood could no longer stand the animal
Just
bellowing roars. Yeah,
dude with a lion in his car that pulls into his black house driveway. There's a lifestyle.
And who's gonna say something?
Yeah, you guy's a lion.
He was eventually the lion was eventually shipped off to the zoo and then to a private animal farm. Does that mean heaven? Like, is that saying all lions go to heaven? Like, it's like he went to a private. He's like
he's really happy with his lion friends.
You killed him.
Don't ever think about him again.
You killed him.
Yeah, that's sad.
Okay, so I emailed the Church of Satan. I was like, hey, I'm talking about the Black House.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you could tell me that maybe I can't find somewhere?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted something just for me.
Gem.
Just
For
give me a
you.
little- give me a
For
little
you,
something
the
for
listener.
for
Sir
the
Stephen Safwich.
So I think, a lot of this, they're, want to point back to the Church of Satan.com, which I totally get because there is a ton of information on there.
Yeah.
But they kind of respond. I mean, I kind of mentioned the podcast. Of course, I sent the podcast, and I guess they kind of took it as responding this way. The house was never considered to be haunted or otherwise subject to paranormal activity.
Okay.
We stayed in it a number of times when visiting Anton Lavey. It has long been demolished in the new residential structure, and this place doesn't have the original street address, which was 6114 California Street. So I think I was maybe thinking if I thought it was haunted or there was any had a reputation for being haunted. Don't think that's the point of it.
They're like just too cool. They're like, nah. If they were ghosts, we ignored them.
No, we haunted them. The ghosts showed up.
We scared them out,
and the ghosts are like, leave us
can't
alone.
Do this
Don't bother
anymore.
me. I don't wanna be here. Now, I believe and I could be wrong, that there is a church in New York City. However, the administration mailing address is in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Wait a minute.
I used to live. I'm from that area, and I used to work in Poughkeepsie. So I got some more information, and then he said, I let him know that. He said, interesting that you used to live and work in the Hudson Valley. The house we purchased and restored might be one you pass now and again. And this is from Magnus Peter H. Gilmore, who's, I believe, the head Exalted One. Priest,
amazing.
Whatever cool name.
Yeah,
cool name.
It's the coolest hide.
Cool title, cool name.
Fucking metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude almighty.
Very cool.
Head. And I keep stopping myself from saying something that's like clanny. Because it's like you want to say like grand demon. Like,
No,
I'm going to stop.
Nothing with wizard.
I think I was thinking about like wizard, like warlock, like high warlock wizard. And you're like, no.
No, let me go in the other direction.
Never mind.
So he has his own Black House in the Hudson Valley, according to the website, which I'm going to assume is somewhere in Poughkeepsie. And I'm taking it as, hey,
come on by,
unannounced.
Yeah, you want some Trader Joe's?
What's a devilish
Chinese
Trader Joe's
chicken salad?
Ooh, like a haunted like a very dark Chinese chicken salad.
You want some pretzels and peanut butter?
There was a documentary that I watched, and I believe I may have referenced in an earlier episode about Anton Lavey and Jane Mansfield.
Yes,
which was really interesting. It was just very cool. I guess she was, Anton Lavey, San Francisco at that time was regularly intertwined with pop culture, which makes it very more fascinating to me.
Yeah, definitely.
It permeated all that stuff. Like it was the media was really into it. It was very sensational. And, celebrities were kind of up in it. Because you got to imagine at that time, you're like, this is groovy, baby.
Totally. Well, even before that, even in the 20s, like I did on my old podcast, Boss Bitch, which is still up if you were interested. The preacher, Amy Semple McPherson, came to LA and she was friends with like Charlie Chaplin, like mobsters. Like the idea of religious freedom and coming out here, it was almost like a second kind of frontier.
And
really.
I mean, cults were pretty big in California.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want here.
Yeah.
And that's still kind of the case. When I go back to New York, I'm like, ugh, these squares. And then I come back to LA and I'm like, yeah, baby.
I'll join this cult.
How about this? I will get a tattoo.
Yeah,
fine.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
You keep trying to get people to...
I'll get it. Everyone relax, okay?
They're like, no.
The people have spoken and I answered.
They're just like, do you want ginger in your smoothie? And you're like, I'll get the tattoo.
Yeah, okay.
So Jane Mansfield was... this is according to, I think this is from the churchofsatan.com, I believe, that she was obsessed with Anton, and that kind of is
it wasn't
echoed.
a .org. It was a .com.
I think it's .com, yeah.
Huh.
I think it's Church of Satan.
Are they an actual church?
I don't know if they're registered as an actual... I mean, that would be kind of, I feel like, against...
But Scientology is a church.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, because it's... Who knows? I don't know.
I just want them to be. I want them to have those tax breaks.
Yeah,
I
you
want
get those
them to really.
Listen, I do too. That's one church that I'm like, get those tax breaks.
Please do it. Buy some property.
So she would call him several times a day whenever she traveled. She even applied for a driver's license just to be able to drive to San Francisco unescorted. So as you know, she died in a auto accident with her boyfriend.
And she was
Sam
beheaded,
Brody.
right?
She was beheaded. Anton Lavey had actually previously cursed Sam Brody.
Whoa.
Now,
Jealous much?
Maybe. So the night of Mansfield's death, Lavey had been clipping Church of Satan news, like some news articles from like a German magazine. And when he turned over to paste it in the book, Lavey was shocked to see that he inadvertently cut a photo of Jane on the opposite side of the page right across the neck. 15 minutes later, a reporter from the New Orleans Associated Press called Anton to get his reaction to the tragic incident. Jane had been practically decapitated when she was thrown through the windshield of the car. So there's some
power.
Yeah, I mean, and it seems, but it seems like kind of you kind of took it as like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
like oops,
like oops,
clumsy me.
So this is and there's audio of this. I think it's like on record or something like that. I wish we could use it on here. You have to like find it yourself, or maybe we can try to post it in some way.
Yeah.
The baptism of his 3-year-old daughter.
Awesome.
Xena.
She's already cooler than I will
Xena.
ever be, right?
Her name starts with a Z. Do you know what I mean? It starts with the last. Yeah, she's just like,
damn, nowhere to go, but nowhere.
Okay, so Lavey decided the world was ready for the first public satanic baptism. People would be foresee that Satanism is not like drinking the blood and sacrificing animals. You know, if you think about baptisms in Christianity and Catholicism, it's a pretty like you're taking a baby and like depending on who's like it could be a little bit getting water poured in your head or getting dunked.
Yeah, or getting your foreskin cut off.
Yeah. But that doesn't happen at baptism. And it's not for everyone. Not everyone has a foreskin. Do you know how? Okay, you do know.
I know what I am talking about, sir.
Okay. Do you want me to read the? I think it's ritual or invocation or whatever.
No,
it
I
is.
actually don't.
You're curious.
I'm a little.
Say.
I'm okay.
Hive mind. That's weird.
It's very weird.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I can't wait.
Now his daughter's 3, by the way.
Fuck yeah, she's cognizant of what's happening around her, which is also like.
And there's
sick.
it's a pretty like I think there's like I believe like a naked woman acts as like an altar. You have to do more. This is I'm just kind of adding this to kind of color the what went on.
Picture. Yeah.
In the name of Satan, Lucifer, welcome a new mistress, Xena. Creature of ecstatic magic light, welcome to our company. The path of darkness welcomes thee. Be not afraid. Above you, Satan heaves his bulk into the startled sky and makes a canopy of great black wings. Small sorceress, most natural and true magician, your tiny hands have the power to pull heaven down from it to build monuments to your own sweet indulgence. Your power makes you master of the world of frightened, cowering, and guilt-ridden men. And so, in the name of Satan, we set your feet upon the left-hand path. Xena, we baptize you with earth and air, with brine and burning flame. And so we dedicate your life to love, to passion, to indulgence, and to Satan. And the way of darkness, hail Xena, hail Satan.
Whoa! Holy also, beautiful and very empowering.
Very empowering.
For a young woman.
You know what it is? It really does, even though it to look at it, understandably, you're kind of like, whoa.
Yeah.
But to hear it, it's like very like, hey, like do your thing.
Yeah, you're powerful. You can change the world.
Yes.
Like you have control over your destiny.
Yeah, and
that's like the good things about religion that I like.
Yeah, and we put you. You know what I mean? We respect you and we exalt you as
Yeah, I think religion usually it's like the universe is gigantic and all powerful, and you're just a tiny being.
Nothing.
You're a bug. Yeah. Love
Which
that.
is, listen, there's something to that too, probably a little bit. It puts things in perspective.
But you rather hear this. You want to
much rather hear this.
Send Xena, the fucking empress, like mistress of Satan, out. Let her like fuck some shit up.
Yeah, and it's like I think that to contrast like things like guilt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're bad, you're born bad. Because in Catholicism, you're born with original sin.
Exactly.
And
you're damned already. You're already damned before you were even born.
Well, that's where we get a baptism. Boom. You're done. It's kind of like going to a job, starting your first day at a job, and being $50 negative already into the thing. So you have to earn $50 just to be flush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like, I need this. And it's very badly. But she's like, no.
There's if you're, there's so much, even though it's like a short amount of time in general, and the Church of Satan is going on today.
Is she still alive? How old is
I
she?
haven't really done any.
I don't know why I assumed she was dead. She would be alive.
Yeah. And Anton Lavey he really still found his way into like kind of pop culture and like television, and he wasn't somebody who.
I was just thinking too, as you were saying this, have you watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
The new one?
The new one?
No, there was a thing with Church of Satan and the Baphomet, right?
Yeah, I mean,
is that right? Baphomet.
Yeah,
they said they own the likeness to or they licensed the.
Yeah, they licensed something. There's some affiliation, and it's a really actually like very interesting way that they used Satanism in the show.
Yeah, did you watch it?
I've watched most of the first season.
I mean, I think it's a cool like dark twist to put
totally.
it. But yeah, I remember there was I think it's, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong, the Baphomet.
Baphomet?
Yeah, Baphomet. I think it's
Baphomet. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I think it's a looks like kind of like a head horn.
Yeah, it's like almost like a yak.
Yeah,
but like evil looking,
but cool as hell.
Just cool
Smoking
as
a cigarette,
hell, of course.
Wearing a leather jacket.
It's like it's like most religions. Hey, you are off. Like you're shame, be better. And this one's just like, hey, welcome to being the fucking coolest person ever.
Yeah. Who wants nachos?
Enjoy it. Exactly. I want nachos.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot you can get into. The visuals really like help kind of.
Yeah.
I'd say color it, but it really doesn't color it because it's like red, black, white.
Yeah, but I think all of it.
It's very sexy too.
Oh God, it's so sexy. It's
so
like nobody
sexy.
gives a shit. Everyone's gorgeous.
Yeah,
like, effortless.
everybody's hot.
Everybody is hot. That's what you do when you make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Man, we should get a tour of that.
Yeah, well, listen, I appreciate them
getting
the Church of Satan getting back to me.
Yeah,
I think it's churchofsatan.com. You'll find it.
Yeah,
it's the only one, and it's just filled with information. There's information anywhere, and there's tons of video, and I think there's an album. I don't know if it's kind of like rituals or Black Mass or whatever it is, and I believe the baptism might be on there. I don't know. I didn't want to listen to it before talking about. I don't know. I don't like to get things
Did
in
you
my head.
hear Anton Lavey's voice? Did you?
I've seen him previously when I was. I go through my obsessions. I watched him like being interviewed.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Also, I think if I remember correctly, he's exactly how I imagined him to be. Like pretty fucking cool. Like devilish looking. Yeah. Like pretty like sexy voice.
But not like seem nice.
No, but also very pleasant.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
amicable.
as far as he didn't commit any crimes, doesn't seem to be like hurting it.
He was like in a cardigan. You're like, okay, cool. It's a black cardigan, but
yeah,
you're here. You want some water?
I mean, there's no cat hair on it. It's not.
There's
no pills on it. Yeah, it's nice. You know what I mean? He keeps it nice.
Yeah.
And I just think it really understandably shocks people's sensibilities, but I think that's the point of it.
Yeah, and that's the fun of, and the fun is like pushing it to be like, no, we're all animals, and we love sex, and we love like fire, and we love like all of the functions of our body and the earth around us.
Yeah, and it's not about. I mean, I guess you compare it to maybe like what. Like the black metal scene, some burning down churches and stuff like that is a little like Satanism is a little bit different on that end. This is more like an earth worship, right? It's
like an earth worship. I mean, and that's where I think it gets confused too, because it's like Satanism, black metal, death metal, like punk, and then there's like this loose relationship with like white supremacy and punk sometimes, and like that's not where this is. Like that's not the Church of Satan. Yeah. It's like not what they jive with. So.
This seems like the coolest parts of it. Like,
oh yeah.
You just get all the good. None of the, as far as I know, Liz, I'm speaking just kind of.
God, maybe we should pledge. Do you pledge?
Yeah. Well, if you donate to our patreon.com/ghosttownpod, well, no, we'll put it toward making more episodes. Yeah. But would we do a follow-up episode at the Church of Satan? Yes, we would.
We would love to.
Yes, we would.
Not for us. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So for us. So also. All of you listeners, as you've heard, we love this stuff. If you have any stories about Anton Lavey, about Satanism, Church of Satan, any experiences related to it, please email us at ghosttownpod@gmail.com. Please, we would love to hear them. We want to read them on the air. We're going to geek out pretty hard.
Yeah, and you can also message us if it's easier for you.
Yeah,
if
you can slip into our DMs.
You slide into our DMs.
Why did I say that? I'm 400 years old.
Why am I the one? I shouldn't be getting it right.
Oh, God.
You can go to Ghost Town Pod and you can slide into the DMs.
I'm so sorry.